All right, welcome in. Brand new Sarah Fraser Show. Hi, I'm Sarah. I do a daily pop culture podcast. I am so glad you're here. Hopefully we provide a minute of escapism. Currently, I need to escape from my own life. I know many of you know this, but oh my God, 2025, hasn't it been rough? I've been off to a rough start from the start of the year with the wildfires here in LA, losing my uncle. I have now lost a beloved cousin this past week. My husband and I will be heading to Detroit to support our family and to mourn the passing of our dear cousin. And it's just a lot going on. So you guys, let's just escape from our problems for the next 30 minutes and discuss what's going on in pop culture, because it's been a hot second. Well, we have a lot to talk about in the Sister Wives world. Christine Brown's book has been on pre-order. Did you order the book? And what fans are saying? Because people have some mixed reactions to her memoir. And I'm one of these people. Look, if you came here and you want me to be all positive, I'm not going to be, because I am a little nervous about this memoir, and I will tell you why. Christine Brown Woolley from Sister Wives, come this September, is getting ready to drop a memoir. But is this memoir going to be juicy? We have that to talk about. Also, Christine Brown has had to turn off comments on her Instagram this past week. I will tell you why. Then let's move on to where are we today with Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively lawsuit. Do we have any updates? And South by Southwest, a lot of content coming out from South by Southwest, including Brendan Skilnar, who played Atlas in It Ends With Us. He wore the exact same brooch that Justin Baldoni had wore at an It Ends With Us premiere, and now he's addressing it. So was he doing that because Brendan Skilnar, who is in It Ends With Us, is now Team Justin Baldoni after coming out and being Team Blake Lively? What the hell is going on? Plus, Paul Feig, who's the director of the new movie that Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively are in, he's coming out and saying, look, I can explain to all of you why Blake Lively was directing on It Ends With Us, and you see her making directorial calls. And Paul Feig is defending her. Now, Paul Feig has defended her from the start. He's also commenting on Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively's friendship. So we'll talk about that. You know, I've been obsessed with the Gene Hackman case. We learned over the past week how Gene Hackman and his wife died. She died from a rat-borne illness. Had anyone even heard of this? We'll get into that. I didn't even know you could get like a deadly, I guess, why does this come as a shock to me? Because I don't know, lots of viruses come from animals. Anyhow, I didn't realize that you could get a flu that is basically can cause death from rat and mice droppings. Did anyone know this? I had no clue. No clue. All right, where do y'all want to start? You know, I am live on my TikTok. We always go to the TikTok lines. I feel like we always start with Sister Wives and then we get into everything else. So, my Sister Wives fans, there's a couple things we need to talk about. Have you pre-ordered Christine Brown Woolley's brand new memoir that drops September 2025? You know I have. The memoir is called A Memoir of Faith, Family, and Finding Freedom by Christine Brown Woolley. Now, fans have very mixed feelings on this memoir. Why is that? Well, a lot of people, and including kind of how this is being marketed, Christine's book, this is more about leaving the Mormon AUB sect of polygamy and finding love with one man. So a lot of people think that they're purchasing a book where Christine Brown Woolley is going to spill a lot of tea, but I don't think we're getting a lot of tea. And I've said this from the start. We are not getting a lot of tea. And people say to me, well, Sarah, how do you know that? Like, she is going to spill stuff about Cody and Robin. Maybe, but she's currently in a major custody battle with Cody Brown that we may have resolution on this May. And then the book drops September 25th. You guys, the book is already written. We're going to learn nothing new about that custody battle. We're going to learn nothing new about, maybe we'll learn something new about his parenting, although most of the women have defended his parenting when the kids were younger. And, there you go. So a lot of people are pre-ordering. I have pre-ordered. I'll be reading. I can't wait to get my copy. I can't wait to read. But fans definitely have mixed reviews. A lot of fans feel that she is going to spill the tea. People love Christine. A lot of people feel that Christine is going to go there. She's going to dish dirt on Cody, Robin, their finances. But the title of this book alone, Sister Wife, A Memoir of Faith, Family, and Finding Freedom, to me, I don't know. Does that scream tell all to you all? I think it's going to be a lot about the faith. I'm so over, like, I don't give a rip anymore about their AUB faith. Like, none of them practice polygamy. They've said a million times to Sunday it doesn't work. The only person now that thinks polygamy works is Neo, the singer, who just came out with his 4 wives. And I think Neo is basically going to be the new version of Sister Wives. I really do. But I tend to think that this is going to be about her relationship with David, finding herself, maybe how she's changed, because, we all know Christine, if you followed the show for a long time. Christine Brown Woolley was more of like a hard ass. She wasn't a drinker. She certainly wasn't like a make out, tongue her man up one side, down the next. So I feel like it's going to be how she found her confidence, but I don't have as much faith as fans are talking about online, on my Reddit page, on my TikToks, where people believe this book is going to be juicy and is going to be a tell-all. There is no love lost between Christine Brown Woolley and Mary. They don't speak. They don't get along. A lot of people feel that she will talk more about Mary. I don't see it. Oh, Kim says Neo and his girlfriends. Neo and his girlfriends, I think, are going to be the next Sister Wives franchise. We've heard it over and over again from them, like a broken record. Jennifer says about AUB and polygamy and the Sister Wives. Yeah. Terry says that she does know someone who actually died of the rat-borne illness that Gene Hackman's wife got, the rat-borne virus, but he lived out of the country. It's very rare. It's so freaking rare. We have to talk about this. I don't even know if I can pronounce it, but we'll talk about that. Okay, why is Christine Brown Woolley shut her comments off on her Instagram page this entire week? Well, we all know March 5th, sadly, may he rest in peace, was the passing of Garrison Brown, the 1-year anniversary. Christine put out a lovely tribute. I thought a lovely tribute. Some of you all are so crazy. Aren't people so crazy? And you know how I know people are nuts is they're giving money to Luigi, that nutjob healthcare murderer, and Luigi's already rich. That's like how you know right there. Like, I mean, Luigi in that courtroom wearing Ralph Lauren loafers, and his parents don't even want anything to do with him. And then their nutjobs giving him $600,000 so his lawyers can get richer. Unfortunately, that's how you know people are crazy. Anyhow, people have come for Christine Brown Woolley on her Instagram because of the wording she used in celebrating the memory of Garrison Brown. How sick are people? Okay, on her Instagram, you can go there right now. On March 5th, she posted a beautiful picture and a tribute to Garrison. And at the last line, she says, I can't believe he's been dead a year. Okay, that's how she ends it. She just talks about Garrison's spirit, his light. And she says, I can't believe he's been dead a year. Now, can anybody see something? Is this registering with you? Like, how is this offensive? Excuse me? Apparently, people don't like the word dead. People are offended by the word dead. They like the word, I can't believe you've been gone. I can't believe you've passed. People trolled her so badly, she had to shut off the comments. Of course, she has thousands of likes on this post. Of course, like everyone has so much sympathy for this family and keeping his memory alive. Are y'all bananas? Like, she's just doing like a post. Everybody's language choice is different. Like, that's what got people riled up. That's what got people riled up. Oh, y'all are crazy. All right, hit the hearts on my TikTok. Hit the hearts, hit the gifts. I'm obsessed with you all. Oh, and Kaylin, thank God for Kaylin on my TikTok lines, says it's such a very Gen Z thing. I don't see how it's offensive. Okay, Kaylin, thank God. Is this Gen Z still being offended? I thought we were over. I thought being woke was dead. I don't know, Anyhow, I cannot believe that. Was there a new Sister Wives episode? I thought this season was over. So just as a reminder, you can always tune in. I'm probably one of the number one pop culture podcasts when it comes to Sister Wives news. Sister Wives season 19 remains on hiatus until April. The reason for that is TLC is testing and debuting the Baldwins, which I have to say, I do enjoy. I'm enjoying the Baldwins. I actually find Ilaria and that fake accent oddly kind of real. I do. And I actually find Alec Baldwin, I enjoy Alec Baldwin. I can't even believe it. So the Baldwins are probably going to do 7 episodes, 8 episodes. We're 3 episodes into the Baldwins. I like the Baldwins. And Probably in April. April, Sister Wives will be back, but it is not off the air. Okay. Now, we do have one person on my TikTok lines who says that they paused and cringed on Christine's wording, and I am over 50 years old. You did? You were offended by, I can't believe he's been dead a year? Okay, well, school us, because I thought that was a lovely tribute, and unfortunately, he did pass. I know wording like, he's passed, you've left us, you're in a better place, you've left this earth for the next world might seem a little bit more true, but I mean, he did die. And she didn't edit it. She just turned off her comments. But oh my Lord, people have come for her. Not everybody is gifted in their verbs, in their verbiage. Good point. That is true. Not everyone is. I mean, I'm not, if you tune into this podcast, y'all know what I say. Let's move on. So that's what's going on in the Sister Wives world. It remains very quiet. People are looking all the time constantly for updates on Coyote Pass, because we have been told that there's going to be some Coyote Pass resolution this season. I don't know what that means. The rumors are online that Cody and Robin have bought out Mary and Janelle. And also a neighbor of Coyote Pass who owns a few acres next door to Coyote Pass just sold for $400,000 their acreage. Cody and Robin did not purchase that, but a lot of people feel that Cody and Robin have in fact bought them out. That has been the word, and that we are going to see that. But so far, the deeds haven't changed on these properties, and the tax assessment. A lot of people say to me, what's Coyote Pass worth? And Coyote Pass is been valued tax-wise at $1.3 million for that raw land. Probably worth even more right now, as the real estate economy is bananas. Believe me, as someone who just tried to buy a house and then got denied a loan. Okay. All right. When is it coming back on air? I'm hearing April 20th. But I think that's awfully late. I don't think it'll be that far out. But April 20th is what we're hearing for the return of Sister Wives. But so far, no resolution on Coyote Pass. All the dirt remains very quiet. And I've said it till I'm blue in the face. Now, this is very interesting, because usually I get a lot of tips to my podcast. Like scoop. People know Cody and Robin and give me scoop. People know Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen Huger. I told you last week, I gave you the first jailhouse update about Karen. So it's very interesting to me. I've asked people several times, if you live in Flagstaff, Arizona, has anyone seen Cody and Robin moving trucks at their house? Has anyone seen them physically moving to their new mansion, their new $2.1 million mansion? Is there any activity? And so far, I have received nothing, which is very, very rare. Usually, I get pictures, I get tips. So if your friend or you live in the Flagstaff, Arizona area, where are the moving trucks? Like, are they moving into this house? Or are we having second thoughts? Why have they not moved in? Just saying. Okay, they're pulling out of the new mansion. Wait. They were pulling out of the new mansion in a sneak peek of the tell-all. No, that mansion. Okay, but Ash, that mansion is where they filmed the tell-all, but they haven't shown Cody and Robin's new home that they purchased in Flagstaff. That's $2.1 million. They haven't shown that. Deanne says that Garrison was Christine Brown's son. She doesn't have to take anyone's opinion in how she expresses her loss. I agree. She kept it up. She kept up the post, and she didn't edit the wording. Okay, so that's where we're at with Sister Wives. If, in fact, you have a picture, hit me. Hit me with that photo. I want to see that photo of them, Cody, Robin, moving, Dayton, or Dayton or Brianna. Are they all going with Cody and Robin? Talk to me. Send me your pictures. The Sarah Fraser Show at gmail.com. Okay, let's move on to It Ends With Us. The Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni lawsuit that I remain obsessed with. Now, this story is also quieted down a bit. Probably because Lively has hired Nick Shapiro, former CIA guy. Ugh. Who wants a CIA guy around? I mean, this guy knows when we all shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a CIA guy in your life. This guy knows everything, okay? Ooh, we have somebody on the TikTok lines from Sweden. And Jazz, I want to go to Sweden. Oh, the Swedes know how to do it, baby. The food, the life. Okay, so why it's been very quiet in the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively situation. We're supposed to be getting a ruling very soon if a protective order is going to stand, meaning more protections for Blake Lively. And that essentially just means that court documents will not be released and made public for the safety of Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Okay, we're waiting on that. So far, we haven't seen it. What we have seen is South by Southwest, where Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively have been there. Brendan Skelnar, who of course was in It Ends With Us, and they are Lively and Anna Kendrick are there with Paul Feig for another Simple Favor movie premiere. So first and foremost, Paul Feig, who's the director, he's been team Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds from the start. So he had a lot to say at South by Southwest. This guy is going out there. He's going to bat. And I appreciate that. He really cares for her. He and his wife, they're going to bat. Now, Paul Feig says that when actors come on the set, every actor has input, and that this whole thing about Blake Lively coming in and taking over is absolute crap. It's absolute crap that Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick don't get along. They were not uncomfortable promoting another Simple Favor. Seemed like they were to me. I'm going to be honest. Anna Kendrick is from Maine. I'm a Mainer. I love a Maine girl. Us Maine girls can't fake it. We can't. Okay. It's something about Maine. We hate phoniness. We just can't be phony. Mainers aren't phony. That's why they have a lot of problems with out-of-staters. No offense to my New Yorkers and massholes that come to Maine, but Mainers, we're salt of the earth. That's who Anna Kendrick is. We're fisher people. We're fishermen. We're lobstermen. And a lobsterman will tell you to your face. You know what I'm saying? I think Anna Kendrick's body language has said it all on this tour. But Paul Feig wants you to know that, in fact, he's shutting down all claims. Feig, who of course was taking questions at another Simple Favor Q&A, made it clear that they had no problems working together again. Both actresses get along great, he says, and have no problem working hand in hand. Now, here's the problem. If that's the case, where are the pictures of Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively together? They did a Q&A together, but a lot of people are saying, where's the red carpet photos of them, arms around each other? Not only that, but Feig goes on to say that it is every actor who comes onto the set, and I would love to know if there are any actors listening to this podcast or on my TikTok lines. He says every person, that is what actors do. They come onto the set. They want to make things better. They question lines. They question scenes. They get into their character, and they want to know what they can do to improve the situation. Do y'all buy this? And this is his way of basically defending, saying Blake Lively did not hijack It Ends With Us because this is what every actor does. Every actor, every actress, they come onto a set, they try to make it better. The other subliminal thing that people were like, wait a minute, what is Brendan Skelnar trying to say? Is all of a sudden he team Justin Baldoni? Oh, thank you, Heather, for the gift. Okay, we love gifts. Thank you. You guys hit the hearts. Share this little pop culture TikTok live. Okay, Paul Feig wasn't even on the It Ends With Us set. Pearl says, okay, Pearl, give it to us because I agree with you, honey. But Paul says it doesn't matter. He's a director. He says every actor and every actress that is really good comes onto a set and they want to put their 2 cents in. That's what actors do. They get in there. They want to work. They want to make things better. Okay, but I don't think you were hired to do that. You know what I mean? I've worked at jobs and I try to insert myself in different places and it's like everyone's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And do you know that employee that always wants to they're always in everyone else's business? Piss off. Okay, Pearl says she is married to an actor. Each set and director is different. Oh, Pearl, give us the insight. What does your husband say, though, as an actor? Do all the major A-list actors on sets? Yeah, but basically, Pearl, what you're saying is no, they don't. It depends. Some directors like actor and actresses' inputs and others don't. Okay, thank you very much. Well, I don't think Baldoni is too nice is the problem. He let her in, and then she ran amok. Okay, so Brendan Skelnar, though, is shutting down rumors about anything to do with a pink brooch, an identical brooch he says, is merely a coincidence. Okay. You can go and Google this brooch. It'll be up later on my TikTok and my Instagram. But it's a floral pink brooch that Baldoni had originally wore on one of the red carpets for It Ends With Us. Okay. A men's brooch. It was nice. Well, Brendan Skelnar at South by Southwest shows up, wears the exact same brooch. A lot of people felt like this was a subtle way of saying he is now Team Justin Baldoni. But here's what he says when questioned about it. Brendan says, honestly, no. I wish I could say there was some meaning behind it. He told people at South by Southwest premiere of his film Drop just this past Sunday. When asked if there was a hidden meaning behind the pin, he says that was a total happenstance. The 1923 actor continued, I woke up in the morning and I saw an article and I was like, oh, damn. I literally had no idea. Skelnar said he merely wanted to wear a floral brooch to the bash. The exact same one, baby. He ultimately chose the pink rose pink due to its color. Lo and behold, someone else had also worn that premiere. Stylist Madeline Kennedy procured the $1,800 blush parrot bloom. Now, can you imagine wearing an $1,800 brooch? Who in the what? It's made from 18 karat gold and a 6.5 karat lab grown citrine gemstone. Oh my God, give me a break. And don't you love they love to charge money for a lab grown, literally a lab grown. That's like a freaking 3D printer, honey. And they're always like, oh, it's a lab grown stone. Oh, you mean a complete knockoff, like a piece of crap 3D printer? I always love when people are like, this was printed by 3D. Who cares? Okay, it's still hideous, and it looks like it's printed by 3D. Oh my God. And it's a lab-grown citrine gemstone. Okay, so it's junk. It's basically you want to charge me $1,800 for some fake thing you put under pressure in a lab? Kiss it. Fans of Justin Baldoni, though, are saying this is a subliminal message from Brendan Skelnar that he has changed teams and he is now Team Justin Baldoni as more has come out. Oh my God. Someone's dying laughing at my analogy. I mean, can you believe that when people go, oh, lab grown diamond, and they want to charge you $5,000 for a piece of junk they have made in a lab? I swear to God, they can market anything. The only thing I like about a lab grown diamond is obviously it's like, it's not, human. Like someone didn't go down in a mine and they didn't mistreat people to like get lab grown. And Gwen says you literally can't tell the difference between lab and nature grown. They're the same. Okay, well, I agree with that. First of all, I would never. Diamonds aren't worth shit. Diamonds are the biggest ripoff of all time. If you have your mother's diamond ring, unless it's like Van Cleef, unless it's Harry Winston, like somebody so high end, they are junk. Have you ever tried to sell a diamond? They're like, 4 carats. Oh, D color, perfect. Okay, we'll give you $400. You're like, what? Get the lab grown. I'm with you. It's just funny to me that they still want to charge you. They want to charge you like half the price. So if you get a 2 carat lab grown diamond, they still, 2 carat, like perfect color and cut would be like $25,000, $30,000, right? But then they try to just pull the wool over your eyes by doing a lab grown, same thing. And they go, oh, this will be $10,000. I'm like, for this piece of shit that you like put under pressure in a lab and created in 5 minutes, kiss it. You ought to be giving me this stupid thing, this cubic zirconia. All right, rant time over. So here's another great point. Well, 2 things. First of all, also a new story out says that Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, their friendship could be back on. How do we know this? Now, this is a real stretch. But according to a source recently, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were in Rhode Island, just 40 minutes from Taylor Swift's $17 million Rhode Island mansion, and they were there to support their daughter horseback riding. Okay? A lot of people feel that they were in the same area. They probably got together with Taylor Swift. But there is no confirmation that they did. This seems like a big stretch. And lastly, if you've been paying attention to social media numbers, now Blake Lively has lost 1.2 million Instagram followers since this whole It Ends With Us drama started back in September of 2024. 1.2 million, okay? Since September of 2024. The most dramatic decline happened January 25th. when Baldoni filed his lawsuit and Blake Lively lost 329,000 followers, hit the unfollow button. On the other hand, Baldoni has experienced the opposite effect. Since the public fallout, he's gained 358,000 followers as people seem to be remaining Team Justin Baldoni. And I will shout out, I love watching Zach Peter, podcaster, fellow podcaster. He's been on my shows. His TikToks are really great on the coverage of It Ends With Us. But he says, which I thought was a great point, isn't part of Blake Lively's whole lawsuit that her brand has taken a huge hit? And yet she was at South by Southwest with people who wanted to take photos with her. People were shaking her hand. Certainly didn't look like this was a woman whose reputation has been damaged. And I thought that was a great point. I really did. Before we get to Gene Hackman, which I know has been kind of wrapped up in the past couple of weeks, like what happened to him, we know a cause of death, and it's, his wife, Betsy, actually had died first from this insane rat-borne illness. I do want to talk about Wendy Williams. Free Wendy! Free Wendy! Oh my God, don't you love it? I'm like all about, like, I am so about Free Wendy. Get Wendy Williams a show again, you all. I thought Wendy Williams was completely in full-blown dementia. Girlfriend busted herself out of, that she's in a conservatorship and she's in a wellness assisted living facility. Yesterday, she held up a Help Wendy sign, called 911, demanded to go to the hospital, where apparently she aced a 10 out of 10 questions to determine whether she was alert and oriented correctly. And she passed the psych exam, no problem. Our Wendy is back. Free Wendy! Yes! Wendy, you need a show. Ooh, ooh. Oh my God. How you doing? Wendy is killing it. She's going to get out of that damn guardianship. She's currently under court order guardianship, but I bet not for long. She apparently had frontal lobe dementia. She has now disputed the diagnosis, and she's been all over. She's calling into The View. She's calling into The Breakfast Club. I got to get Wendy, somebody on my TikTok lines, or you guys listening, who knows Wendy's people? I got to get Wendy on the show. She's calling everybody because she wants to bust the hell out of that conservatorship. Wendy, you're about to get out of there, honey. Okay, I'm ready for you to come back. So anyway, I'm following the Free Wendy. I'm all about it. Free Wendy! All right. Gene Hackman, poor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy. Betsy died. Here we know their cause of death, okay? Betsy died before Gene Hackman. Horrible, horrible. She died of a rat-borne illness. A rat-borne illness. I had never heard of this. Her last known activities happened February 11th. She emailed with a massage therapist in the late morning, visited a grocery store in Santa Fe in the afternoon, and then went to a pharmacy and a pet food store. At 5:15 p.m., Betsy entered the gated community to the home she shared with Hackman, investigators say, and found no other communication or activity, which they believe the day of her death, February 11th, is the day of her death. And she had hantavirus before her death. Hantavirus you get from rat and mouse poop droppings. Never even heard of this. It is so rare. But when I read about the hantavirus, apparently you've got to interact with large mounds of fecal, mouse crap. It's in barns or attics. You open it and you inhale all this mouse and rat shit. And then if they're contaminated with the hantavirus, it acts like a flu. But of course, it's almost 10 times worse. And that's how she died. Now, of course, Gene Hackman had Alzheimer's, had a heart issue. So basically, they believe he wandered around the house for days before finally dying because, he didn't eat, he didn't drink, nothing. The dog was also, obviously Hackman didn't have good memory. The dog died in the closet. So, the dog was probably in there, whether he shut the dog in there or they put the dog in there temporarily. And then Betsy was trying to, take something to feel better. But what a rarity. What a rare state of occurrence. What a way to go. Although apparently they were madly in love together for 30 years. And friends have said that if it wasn't for Betsy, he never would have lived as long as he did. And, he had a good life. So there you go. But yeah, that's a tough way to go. Hantavirus. Never heard of it. Very rare, they say. But but it's a potentially fatal disease spread by infectant rodent droppings. Oh my God. They must have had rodent droppings like somewhere around the house, and then boom, she interacted with that. All right. Lastly, it's time for you to launch a podcast, baby. 2025 is your year. You know, Sarah Fraser's Go Big Podcasting, my podcast course. I have 3 tiers. Podcasting 101. It's literally $9. We're extending our TikTok 20 code because is TikTok shutting down now or no? Do we know? TikTok 20, 20% off all 3 of my courses. Podcasting 101, Podcasting for Pros, which shows you how to start making money and grow your podcast. And then my 6-figure master plan is literally how podcasters are making hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not just Joe Rogan getting rich off podcasting. Media, traditional media is dead. Nobody is watching CNN, MSNBC. It's why they fired everybody. Fox will be next. It's over. You are the future voice. You're the future true crime investigator. You're the future sports analyst. GoBigPodcasting.com. Use the promo code TikTok20. I can't wait to see what you think of my courses. And I've also launched my one-on-one podcast consulting. So if you're not a chorus person, no worries. You can email the Sarah Fraser Show, and I'm happy to work with you one-on-one. I absolutely work with podcasters that, you know, they're struggling to grow their shows, to make money. I will show you all the tips and tricks at gobigpodcasting.com. Okay, bye everybody. We'll see you soon.